the ultimate guide to every vitamin your body is starving for. Hello there, watchers. Is it true that you are frequently confounded about the nutrients your body needs? I wouldn't fault you. After all, there is an aggregate of 13 nutrients our bodies need for solid working. Insufficiency in any of them can cause difficult issues. In the present video, we will discuss every single nutrient your body needs. What are water-dissolvable and fat-soluble nutrients? What will occur if your body needs vitamin 12? What is the most effortless approach to building your admission of nutrients C and K? We will discuss the entirety of this, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. Water-soluble vitamins are for the most part ordered based on their solvency. It is possible that they are water-dissolvable or fat-solvent. Water-dissolvable nutrients are not put away in the body, with overabundance some being flushed out through pee. There is a sum of 9 water-dissolvable nutrients. How about we examine them first? Number 1, vitamin B7. From shampoos to supplements, biotin is turning into somewhat of a trendy expression nowadays. Yet, why? Nutrient B7 or biotin assumes a fundamental part in solid digestion. It completes catabolic and anabolic responses that convert food into energy. You need biotin for sound nails, hair, and bones. Entire grains, egg yolks, soybeans, and nuts are some conspicuous wellsprings of nutrient B7. The everyday suggested admission of biotin for a solid grown-up is 30 micrograms, with an extra 5 needed by lactating ladies. To see how much this is, you should realize one entire cooked egg contains 10 micrograms of biotin. So you need to eat 3 entire eggs to cosmetics for your suggested day-by-day admission. The absence of nutrient B7 can cause balding and rashes in specific regions of the body, including the face and private parts. Number 2, vitamin B9. Vitamin B9, all the more regularly known as folacin or folate, resembles a quiet ally. You don't have a clue how significant it is until the body builds up an inadequacy. Folate is a crucial supplement required by the body to assist with the union of RNA, DNA, and red platelets. It is even more significant for pregnant ladies, as it forestalls a few birth surrenders. You can get folate from braced grains, oats, and verdant green vegetables. Another approach to get all your folate is by eating more oranges and tomato juice. They are loaded up with the integrity of vitamin B9. The day-by-day suggested admission for nutrient B9 is 400 micrograms, except for 600 micrograms for pregnant ladies. 1½ cups of bubbled spinach can provide 393 micrograms of folate. So a cup of spinach soup or a serving of mixed greens containing a lot of spinach would be adequate to help you meet your folate prerequisites. It's somewhat hard to recognize folate insufficiency, as manifestations may not show up in the beginning phases. In any case, it expands the homocysteine level in the blood, which may bring about coronary illness. Number 3, vitamin B3. Want sound skin? Focus on your nutrient B3 consumption. Nutrient B3, all the more normally known as niacin, is required for solid skin, platelets, and energy digestion. It assumes an imperative part in the typical working of the heart and sensory system. You can get your niacin from poultry, nuts, and vegetables. Braced entire grains are additionally a decent wellspring of nutrient B3. Thinking about what amount of niacin is sufficient? The day-by-day dietary admission of niacin for sound men ought to be 16 mg each day, while solid ladies ought to have 14 mg. To comprehend this figure, recollect a 165-gram can of fish contains 21.9 mg of niacin. A serious lack of niacin can bring about an infection called pellagra. Pellagra can welcome spewing, looseness of the bowels, sadness, and cerebral pains. Other basic indications of niacin lack incorporate issues with the stomach-related framework, sensory system, and skin. Is it accurate to say that you are getting a charge out of this rundown up until now? All things considered, this next point will definitely amaze you. In any case, before we proceed, why not buy into our channel for additional recordings like this, and hit the ringer symbol to be refreshed on our extraordinary bestie content. Number 4, vitamin B5. Another nutrient, essential for keeping up solid skin, hair, eyes, and liver, is vitamin B5. otherwise called pantothenic corrosive. It is expected to incorporate and utilize proteins, carbs, and fats. On the off chance that you are thinking about how to sneak vitamin 5 into your eating regimen, center around eating nutritious nourishments like chicken, broccoli, and mushrooms. Avocado and yogurt are incredible too. The suggested everyday admission of nutrient B5 is 5 mg each day, which is comparable to one serving of breakfast oats strengthened with 100% day-by-day estimation of pantothenic corrosive. Nutrient B5 insufficiency is exceptionally uncommon in people as it is available in pretty much every food. In spite of the fact that it tends to be seen in instances of ailing health and dietary issues like anorexia. Number 5. Vitamin B2. Another significant nutrient urgent for changing over food into energy is vitamin B2, otherwise called riboflavin. It is answerable for keeping up sound adrenal capacity, mucus layers, and red platelets. Riboflavin advances the typical vision and sound skin. You can get your riboflavin admission by including eggs, green veggies, and sustained cereals in your eating routine. Another approach to guarantee your eating routine has sufficient nutrient B2 is by burning through more lean meats and low-fat milk. The suggested day-by-day admission of riboflavin is 1.3 mg for sound men and 1.1 mg for solid ladies. Eating some strengthened oats cooked with water should help you meet your day-by-day riboflavin necessities. Riboflavin insufficiency can cause wounds at the edges of your mouth, going bald, liver issues, and skin issues. Whenever left unchecked, inadequacy can lead to a decline in red platelets and waterfalls, just as with issues with your anxious and regenerative frameworks. Number 6. Vitamin B1. Vitamin B1, otherwise called thiamine, is another fundamental supplement crucial for energy creation from food. It keeps a sound stomach-related framework, craving, and is basic for the neurological turn of events. To ensure you have sufficient thiamine in your eating regimen, eat earthy colored rice, vegetables, and nuts. Meat, particularly pork, fish, and entire grains offers a lot of thiamine. The suggested day-by-day consumption for thiamine is 1.2 mg for men and 1.1 for ladies. You can undoubtedly procure it from simply a large portion of a cup of bubbled white rice. Insufficient admission of thiamine can unfavorably influence your cardiovascular, strength, apprehensive, and gastrointestinal frameworks. An extreme lack of thiamine can cause an illness known as beriberi. Beriberi causes poor reflexes, deadness in the feet and hands, and loss of muscle. Number 7. Vitamin B6. Vitamin B6, otherwise called pyridoxine, upholds protein digestion and union of red platelets. It helps lower homocysteine levels and assumes a critical part in keeping a sound, safe framework. You additionally need B6 for appropriate mental working. You can get nutrient B6 by eating more fish, poultry, and organ meats. Dull veggies like potatoes and organic products, aside from citrus ones, are likewise an extraordinary wellspring of nutrient B6. The suggested everyday consumption for B6 is 1.3 to 1.7 mg for a grown-up. In any case, breastfeeding mothers need 2 mg of B6 day by day. You can meet your everyday consumption by eating chickpeas. 200 grams of chickpeas part with 1.1 mg of nutrient B6. Albeit unprecedented, an extreme lack of nutrient B6 can prompt seizures and delicate hearing in newborn children. Different side effects showing an absence of vitamin 6 incorporate a debilitated safe framework, textured skin on the lips, bothersome rashes, and a swollen tongue. Individuals with a liquor dependence have a more noteworthy possibility of building up a B6 lack. This might be shown through neurological indications and ulcers inside the mouth. Number 8. Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12, or cobalamin, is an indispensable supplement that helps the arrangement of fresh blood cells, DNA and RNA. It additionally assists with bringing down both greasy and amino acids. You need B12 for solid neurological and mental work. The most effortless approach to get nutrient B12 is by including food sources like meat, poultry, and fish in your eating regimen. A delectable breakfast comprising of a glass of milk, alongside a cheddar omelette, would be an ideal beginning to the day. Milk, eggs, and cheddar all are plentiful in this nutrient. The suggested everyday admission for B12 is 2.4 micrograms for the 2 people. A 100-gram serving of sheep liver gives an incredible 3,571% of the daily value. Nutrient B12 lack can cause neurological indications like deadness, shivering, cognitive decline, bewilderment, and dementia. This can likewise harm the sensory system. In the event that babies need B12, their endurance can be undermined. Number 9. Vitamin C. We all continue to hear that it is so critical to burn through citrus organic products like orange and lemon. At the point when we come down with a typical bug or influenza, the main common cure that strikes a chord is lemon and nectar. Nutrient C is otherwise called ascorbic corrosive, and it is vital to keep your resistance solid alongside guaranteeing you have sound skin. It is a solid cancer prevention agent that wards off free revolutionaries that cause oxidative pressure. Oxidative pressure is liable for untimely maturing, a decrease in collagen, and diminished cerebrum working. Stacking up on nutrient C is really simple. Ensure you drink a lot of lemonade. Natural product plates of mixed greens comprising of kiwi, oranges, and grapefruit are a decent method to build your admission of nutrient C. Also, remember the broccoli. The suggested everyday consumption for nutrients is 90 mg for men and 75 for ladies. This is practically comparable to a glass of squeezed orange. The absence of nutrient C may cause dull inert skin, joint agony, and helpless injury recuperating. Extreme nutrient C inadequacy can prompt an illness called scurvy, which can be deadly if not appropriately treated. Before we push forward, here's a video you may like. Watch this video to find out around 6 signs showing you have a nutrient lack. Fat-solvent nutrients. Fat-dissolvable nutrients stay in the body for significant stretches of time, as they are put away in the fat tissue and liver when not being utilized. There are 4 sorts of fat-dissolvable nutrients. We should examine them individually. Number 1. Vitamin A. Vitamin N is important to keep up the sound vision, resistant framework, and conceptive well-being. Without a sufficient sum, you can create issues like night visual deficiency, dry skin, fruitfulness issues, and hindered development. A solid grown-up needs 700-900 micrograms of vitamin N every day. There are 2 kinds of vitamin A: provitamin N and preformed nutrient A. The preformed type is retinol, which is found in dairy items, eggs, meat, and fish. Provitamin A, known as beta-carotene, is found in brilliantly shaded nourishments. So eat more melons, carrots, and pink grapefruit to get your day-by-day portion of nutrient A. Winter squash, yams, and dull green verdant vegetables are incredible as well. Number 2. Vitamin D. Vitamin D or calciferol is critical for building and keeping up solid bones and teeth. It additionally controls the blood levels of phosphorus and calcium. You can get nutrient D from breast milk, oats, and soy refreshments. Fish liver oil and greasy fish are extraordinary sources also. Nutrient D is additionally made by the body when presented to the sun. The suggested everyday consumption for nutrient D is 15 micrograms each day. This can be handily obtained by cooking 85 grams of rainbow trout fish. Babies and older people are probably going to experience the ill effects of nutrient D insufficiency if their weight control plans aren't solid and even. The absence of nutrient D causes muscle shortcoming in the 2 kids and grown-ups. Number 3. Vitamin E. Vitamin E is a significant supplement that goes about as a solid cancer prevention agent. It helps the safe framework, augments veins, and is fundamental for sound skin, nails, and hair. Nutrient E is normally found in vegetable oils like raw grain and sunflower. Nuts, particularly almonds and hazelnuts, sunflower seeds, and green veggies like broccoli are among the rich wellsprings of nutrient E. You need 15 mg of nutrient E day by day to keep a solid body. 1 tablespoon of raw grain oil gives 20 mg of nutrient E. Absence of nutrient E can cause sensory system issues, a debilitated and vulnerable framework, and muscle harm. Number 4. Vitamin K. Vitamin K assumes a significant part in the ideal working of a few proteins that are engaged with blood coagulation. It initiates proteins and calcium fundamental for blood coagulating. You can get your day-by-day portion of nutrient K from nourishments like cabbage, fletchlings, and broccoli. Collards and kale are likewise incredible wellsprings of nutrient K. The suggested day-by-day consumption for nutrient K is 120 micrograms for men and 90 for ladies. 110 micrograms of nutrient K can be gotten simply from eating a large portion of a cup of bubbled broccoli. Despite the fact that nutrient K insufficiency isn't regular among solid grown-ups, people taking anticoagulant medications may need nutrient K. It can bring about weakened blood thickening, simple wounding, and dying. Did any of these nutrients shock you? Do you track your nutrient admission? Tell us in the remarks beneath. We couldn't want anything more than to hear from you.